Hey everyone, this is Video Game Fan 1999 here, and it is now time for me to do another birthday special here on my channel. And this one is going to be for Aiden's game collection, who is turning 21 years old this upcoming Sunday. So yeah, I have done a birthday special for Aiden the last couple of years, and he has requested me to do this birthday special once again this year, so I will do that just for him. And it's also going to be a short birthday special that we're going to do, because it's only going to be 3 segments. And if any of you guys have seen this kind of birthday special that I have done the last couple of years, basically I have done games for just one specific system. When I did this birthday special the first time a couple years ago, we only did NES games, and when I did this last year, we only did Sega Genesis games. So now this year, for what Aiden requested for his birthday special, he wants me to do only Sega Master System games. So all these games that we're going to be doing here in this birthday special are games that I have not done on my channel in a while. So it's going to be pretty interesting for me to get back into them right here. But either way, I do hope they all turn out very, very well for what I would like to expect. But either way, it should still be a fun birthday special for what I'm looking forward to doing for Aiden this year, and hopefully he does enjoy himself. But yeah, anyways, for our first segment, we are going to be starting things off with Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Master System. So let's see how we do. Alright, so anyways, we're going to start off at Green Hill Zone Act 1. And here we go. Ah, jeez. I didn't mean to run right into that enemy already. I got some invincibility. Now we're gonna get the high-speed shoes. There's a checkpoint. Ah, jeez. That enemy just kind of tricked me there so good. Oh, I almost fell into the spikes there. That was close. Ah, shoot! I didn't even notice that enemy over there. But thankfully, we still beat the first level. Just got some extra rings right there. Alright, so we're off to a pretty good start right now. Alright, moving on to Green Hill Zone Act 2. Now, some of you guys might not be aware of this version of the game compared to how it is on the Sega Genesis, but this version does play a little differently right here. But I still say the Sega Master System version of this game, it's not that bad for how it is. I got a checkpoint. Alright, let's get those rings right up here. Alright, there's some more rings. Alright, we beat that level. And since we are able to get 50 or more rings, we do get to go to a special stage. Alright. Anyways, let's go around and try to get as much rings as possible here within a minute. I gotta continue. That may help out a little bit later on down the road. I got a 1-up right there for collecting a heart race. I'll certainly take that. That turned out very nice right there. Alright, moving on to Green Hill Zone Act 3. We're also about to get ready for our first boss fight against Dr. Eggman in just a moment. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, take that! That was such an easy first boss fight there. And we have now completed the Green Hill Zone. Okay. So now we're going to move on to Bridge Zone Act 1. Oh god, I almost screwed that up there. Alright, shield. I got a checkpoint. I got some rings there. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, there's a 1-up. And we can also get another 1-up there as well for collecting heart rings. I'll certainly take that. Alright, made it to the end of the level just like that. Alright, heading into Bridge Zone Act 2. So now this level is an auto scroller right here. So just gotta wait patiently until we can make our way to some certain sections. Just try to be careful with that enemy over here. Alright, there we go. I've got those rings there. Alright, let's go get that checkpoint. Oh boy, that was a close one. Alright, there's some more rings. Oh, we're barely gonna get enough ring start right there for a 1-up. Alright! We beat that level in exactly 2 minutes. Alright, on to Bridge Zone Act 3. And it's time to get into another boss battle against Dr. Eggman. So let's see what happens here. Alright! We beat Dr. Eggman again. And that does it for the Bridge Zone. Anyways, now that's done, let's move on to Jungle Zone Act 1. This particular zone does have some very nice music to it that I really do like. I got one up over there. Alright, got a checkpoint. So I think back when I originally played this game on my channel, I believe it was this particular zone that I got up to. But I will say I have played this game a fair amount of times off camera, and I have gotten better at it as of recently, so we'll have to see if there's a possible chance that I can try to beat it right here, but you just never know. Alright, another checkpoint. Alright, let's go get on this moving platform now. I have more rings right here. And we are going to get another one up for collecting 100 rings. Very nice. Alright! We have successfully beat that level. Alright, let's head into Jungle Zone Act 2. Now this level, we want to try to be very careful while going up, because once we're progressing our way through this level, we cannot go back down, or else it's going to be an automatic death. But so far right now, we haven't lost any one of our lives, but we'll see if we can keep that going. Oh, darn it! I missed the platform that I was trying to jump to. So now we're going to lose one of our lives, unfortunately. But let's try again. Oh, no! Crap! I walked a little bit too far right there on that platform that I was standing on. Well, let's hope that third time's the charm here. Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna get a checkpoint. You also want to be careful on some of these platforms that come down right as you stand on them. Alright, we can get one of our lives back right there that we lost from earlier. So that certainly helps. Okay, we are going to make it to the end of the level now. Alright, Alright, just got one up there for getting to 50,000 points. Alright, let's go to Jungle Zone Act 3. Okay, how did I even miss that? Okay, there we go. Alright, it's time for another boss battle against Dr. Eggman. So I believe this was the exact level that I got up to when I originally played this on my channel. But yeah, we want to basically be careful of those rolling bombs on the platform that Eggman is dropping here. Unfortunately, we couldn't survive right there on that first try. But let's see if things can go better here on this attempt. Well, that was a very nice hit. Alright! We beat Dr. Eggman once again. And the Jungle Zone is now complete. Anyways, next up we're going to head over to Labyrinth Zone Act 1. Now, a lot of you guys might recognize Labyrinth Zone from the Sega Genesis version, but they do have it on this version as well. But unlike how it is on the Sega Genesis version of this game, the Master System version of the zone right here, I do say it's a little bit better because it's not really as annoying compared to how it is on the Genesis version. And I just got hit by the spikes, and right as I was trying to jump out of there, they made me die. That was unfortunate. Alright, let's try this again. But like how it is with the Sega Genesis version of this particular zone, you want to make sure you try not to drown underwater here. But there are bubbles in some certain sections to help you out here. Oh boy, I really need a bubble right now. There we go. So now there are spikes right here that we want to try to be careful with. Okay, I do see a checkpoint right here that we can get. Let's also get that bubble while we're at it. Now this enemy right here, it actually looks impossible right here to try to get by it, but there's actually a way that you can get by this easier. As you see, I drop down here on purpose, and then once I go back up, the projectiles from that one enemy are not even there anymore, since he already used them before I went down on purpose. So yeah, it's a little trick right here that you guys can actually do to avoid that enemy a whole lot easier. Alright, come on, I really need a bubble. Come on! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! And right as that bubble showed up right here, that's when I die. Oh my god! That was just absolutely rough right there. Alright, so let's do that easy trick again to get around this enemy. Let's get that bubble as well. Alright, come on, Bubble. Don't let me down here this time. There we go. Alright, so we can step on that switch and that item box out here could actually change itself to a 1-up right there. So, it will very much come in handy right here whenever we need it. Oh, we got a 1-up at the end of that level as well. That's awesome. Alright, now let's go to Labyrinth Zone Act 2. But of course, a whole lot of people don't really like Labyrinth Zone right here. Not just because of the water right here that they do have in a whole lot of sections throughout, but it's also due to the fact that they have it set up as a maze right here. It's basically the whole point as to why I cannot really stand that zone too much on the Sega Genesis version of this game. But like I said, it's not very as bad right here on this kind of version. A checkpoint. What the? How those spikes even hurt me right there? Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's get a bubble right here. Alright, so far so good. Alright, let's try to be careful with those fireballs while making our way up here. Alright! We beat the level! Alright, heading into Labyrinth Zone Act 3. And we got another boss fight against Dr. Eggman coming up. Alright, let's do this. So yeah, there's these little torpedoes here that Dr. Eggman's gonna launch at you. basically on the places where he's up above, and when he's down below, he's going to shoot some bullets to the sides. So make sure you be very careful where you're standing at right here while attacking him. And while this boss fight takes place underwater right here, unlike how it is regularly, you don't actually drown right here during this boss battle right here, so there's nothing much to worry about while you're making your way through this right here, as long as you are careful with Dr. Eggman's attacks right here, like I said. But anyways, we are able to beat Dr. Eggman here again, and we have now completed the Labyrinth Zone. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to Scrape Brain Zone Act 1. So right now at this point, we're actually getting pretty close to the end of the game, because from where we are at right now, we currently have 2 more zones to go. And this right here is another zone that they do have on the Sega Genesis version as well. Alright, got a 1 up there. Ah, jeez. I got too close to that right there. Oh no! That already screwed me up so bad. But yeah, in some sections throughout this level, you do want to be very careful with the fire. It's right near the ceiling. Oh, wow, we actually beat that level very quickly in just under a minute. That was pretty impressive. Up to 89,000 points right now. Alright, let's go to Scrape Brain Zone Act 2. Now this is a little bit of a longer level right here, and you'll basically see why I'm talking about right here in just a moment while we're making our way through this. Come on, I want to get to that shield. There we go. Ah, dang it. We already lost our shield right there, all because we got too close to the fire.